So tell us more about your book. I ordered the book. It is such a great, useful, helpful tool for parents to pray for their children. Sometimes, like, I'll have things on my heart, and I go to read your book, and I'm like, but I don't know how to put it into words. And I'm like, Evie, just put it into words for me. Like, this book needs to be shared around the globe. All parents need to pray for their children, and you're able to eloquently capture it in easy prayers that we can read. So tell us more about this wonderful book.
Yeah. Okay. So as a true IG novice, somehow I forgot to bring my book up here with me. So Amy, if you have one, you can share it. I don't know how I didn't bring it, but if you check my page, you'll see images and details of my book. And the book is titled Parenting with the Father. And the Father here means God the Father. Now, over the course of many years, talking with friends, talking in groups, I've come to realize that many parents are overwhelmed by parenting, itself. There's that standard of, there's the fear of messing up. I don't want to damage this human being in my custody. There's the fear of, am I doing enough? Am I doing too much? There are just so many fears. Because we're parents and we're supposed to take care of children, somehow we forget that we are also children of God and therefore entitled to seek his care in this task that he has given us. And then even when we do remember that we need God to ask, somehow we get it's been sold to us that we need to say it in a certain kind of way, in a certain kind of manner, at a certain kind of time. And that's not right. I mean, if you are stressed by parenting, simply come to God and say, I am stressed, God. Please help me. I need to be able to rest. I need to be able to plan my time. Just simple, basic, whatever language you understand. No frills, no airs. Just a child of God talking to her father or his father, seeking guidance to do what he or she has been told to do. And so I was getting ready to go out one day. It was in the morning, and the first prayer popped into my head. It was thanking God for being a parent. I just had that overwhelming feeling of gratitude that I get to shape 4 lives. I mean, I'm a co-parent with God and my husband, and I get to participate in forming 4 lives. And I was so overwhelmed with gratitude. And somehow a prayer came into my mind. And, nowadays I do a lot of note taking on my phone, any thought that comes into my head. And so I put that down. About 2 hours later, I had about 23 prayers, short, touching different subjects. And I looked at the prayers and I was overwhelmed with, and I was speechless. I didn't know what to do with them. So I called one of my friends, Ayo, and she's been doing some work with children and prayers books for children. And I had illustrated that book for her. And we had even discussed extending it to teenagers and all of that. And I said, look, I know this is not in our plan. Just, correct me here. Is there any plan for parents here? Because I have 23 prayers for parents that I don't know what to do with. Anyway, long story short, by the 1st of May, I remember that clearly, another voice popped in my head and said, you can post these prayers 1 a day in certain groups so that certain people get to see these prayers. And so I started posting them. Amy, you were one of those who, used to see the prayers, who used to get them. I posted them in my IG stories. I posted them in my WhatsApp status and to a few people. And it was then I realized the impact of what was happening, because I was getting feedback from all sorts of places. It was really crazy. People were telling me, oh my God, I really needed to hear this now. Someone would tell me, oh my God, you just exactly like what you said. I've heard that comment so many times, and it humbles me every time I say it, that I was able to put into words something that someone wanted to say or was feeling, but didn't know how to put them into words. And that can only be God. That can only be God, because he's all-knowing. He sees and transcends time, space. So he knows how to place one word and it will touch as many people as it needs to touch in as many seasons as it needs to touch. And so, yes, we have a book with 30 prayers. They are short conversations with God. And every other page is also practical guides. So, for example, if you talk about not parenting from a position of fear, you have a one-page guide on how things that you have to look out for to be sure you're not parenting from a position of fear. If you talk about being worried about being able to provide for your children, it talks about things you need to, be grateful for and how to go about, practical things you can do around each of the topics. And it's been a journey. It's such a blessing to be part of this kind of journey. I think every week I'm having to either have conversations or, give talks or intervene on a very personal level in the lives of so many people. And I can say it is very, very awe-inspiring. It's very humbling. And I don't know. I'm looking forward to the future. I'm really looking forward to the future because I know that this is just the beginning.